Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be talking all things drama which happened last night. So if you missed out on it, make sure to watch my video yesterday. That'll give you guys some good context. Also check out the Brawl Esports YouTube channel on the NA monthly finals to catch you guys all up. So if you haven't already, I'll give you guys a couple of seconds, go watch that. Don't want to spoil anything, so let's jump into it quickly then. So there's so much going down on Twitter. It was literally the most craziest time I think I've ever seen on Twitter in terms of just drama and just hilarious, sad things. It was a mix of emotions. So let's quickly go over it then. So in terms of the Brawl Esports scene right now, it was the last ever monthly final to try and confirm a ticket to the World Finals or Last Chance Qualifiers, where Last Chance Qualifiers, I think 4 of the best teams will book a ticket to the World Finals. So it's very important to at least get Last Chance Qualifiers. So that's why there's a bunch of drama. Anyways, so we had APAC here, which was very close for the Last Chance Qualifiers with Navi and Coco Loco. EMEA, there wasn't really any upsets or much drama, really. I mean, Team Oga Chicky, I don't even know how to say that. Drage's team, Angel Boy and Nob, they had to win the monthly final essentially to get into the World Finals, so that was a big task as well. South America went to the last game on my second channel, you can watch that. And then of course in NA, it was between Luminosity and Stamina to get that last chance to qualify, with 5 amazing teams in NA and only 4 getting the chance to go to World Finals. It was pretty tough. We also had Tribe trying to battle it out to get towards the World Finals, get a ticket. Unfortunately, they fell out in the semi-finals. If they would have, I think they had to win it. I'm not entirely sure with the point system, but essentially Elevate won their second monthly final, so it didn't really matter in the end. A lot went on. So let's give you guys some context. I don't want to waffle for too much. There's a lot of context, a lot of things to talk about, but let's quickly go into how it all started. So how it all started was last year. So Bobby used to do a ton of Twitch streams playing Power League, and he used to hate on, well, he just hates on EU a lot, but he used to hate on Zeta because a lot of people saying they were like robots, they showed no emotion, you know, they weren't really talking too much on socials, but they kind of let their skills do the talking. To be fair, they won World Finals, and that's exactly how some people like to do it. But I'm for one, I kind of like the trash talking. I like the fact that you're building up this storyline, this rivalry. I love stuff like that. Of course, you don't want to take it too far, but in other esports, other sports, you know, there's always this rivalry going on. It's healthy competition. It's the reason why you watch these things. You want to be entertained. Esports is an entertainment. Sports is entertainment. If you're not entertained, what's the point in watching it? What's the point of these pros, you know, doing their thing, etc, etc. So this tweet came down when Bobby beat Zeta in the group stage. He beat them, and of course he was telling people that he was going to beat them because there was so many times where, you know, Nawi was always finishing #1 in Power League, and because pretty much all the time EU would get server against NA on Power League, you know, it really frustrated Bobby, so he wanted to take them down in person, and that's what he did. But then Nawi, of course, won the World Finals against Stamina, and he just put a yawning face, which kind of is hilarious. I was expecting a bit more trash talk, but I remember seeing this. Like, I remember I was at the World Finals and just looked at my phone. I was like, there's no way. Did now we get hacked? Like, bro is trash talking. Bro is finally putting something. You can see by my tweet right there. Also, I'm on a separate Twitter account because I can't seem to log on to SpenLC, or my main Twitter on my computer. I'm down bad. Anyways, so of course that's where it all started. So now let's go down to Meow. So there's a lot of Meow tweets giving context on how he's kind of, I don't know, completely came out of his shell. Probably came out of his shell too much. So we had some beef with Rama, which was actually hilarious. And then he kind of threw shade at Bobby here. So we know the Zeta guys don't like Bobby in particular because of the amount of smack that Bobby spoke on Twitch to them. He never really went over the top though. That's one thing I'll say about Bobby. He didn't kick people whilst they were down, but again, we'll go into that. But there was some good rivalry. Bobby's always been good at doing that, creating rivalry, creating storylines. That's the reason why I watch Brawl Esports as a spectator. That's the reason why I loved partaking in it in the past. You know, that was literally donkey's years now, but yeah, is why people watch esports. So a lot really going on. He then cooks up a tier list, which of course was one of the most controversial things that he could really put out in tier lists, you know, from previous years in Brawl Esports or just anywhere in general. Tier list is always bad omen. We also had this where in the monthly qualifiers, Zeta beat Totem, and Chaos was crying a lot because Zeta used a lot of kit, which I don't really understand because of course Zeta are going to use kit. We then had Meow literally predict the bracket for the monthly finals. Meow's just literally gone on a tear. It's literally a generational run, maybe until last night. We'll dive into that. Again, he backs me up here because I put out a funny tweet tweet just kind of spreading a little bit of love towards NA whilst I'm in Mexico, spamming that pin because the time NA will win it. That's always been me as well. I've always spiced things up with NA EU rivalry, even though I really love the NA teams at the moment. Secretly, I kind of fell in love with NA last World Finals, and then of course Meow backing me up. So this is where it all kind of started. So Meow really went off the rails here. He said, I don't know whether to just beat Totem 3-0 or 3-2 and let them think they have a chance at LCQ. So funny love, I feel bad, but that's hilarious. I've got to kind of laugh at that because the Totem went 2-0 up, and I think they were like 1 second away from winning the gem grab set, and then Zeta reverse swept them, which was just, I feel bad, but it was kind of hilarious at the same time because he literally predicted it. And then this is where things really went off the rails. So you can see here, Meow put in champion of the world, qualifies for worlds, second place. So of course being stamina, can't qualify for LCQ. There was never a debate. So he actually put that a couple of days before, which again is big. Like, it's a big thing saying all that. He also said no problem to SK Gaming because I believe he took down I can't remember what team he beat. I think it was Drage's team. And then again throwing some shade towards Drage, which it was kind of wild, to be honest. Like, I know Drage gets the banter, and especially because of last year, because of the trash talking that he did. A lot of people do give some hate towards Drage, but again, it's the storylines. He maybe went a bit too far, but I kind of like it. But he just demolishes Drage right there. I don't think Drage even replies. I mean, what can you reply to Zeta when they would just win the monthly finals again? I mean, I kind of respect that in a way. The fact that he trash talks and then backs it up. What can you do against that? Like, if you're especially playing against him, there's nothing you can really do. My live stream got stuck right, and it's literally a screenshot. If you can't see it, actually, no, I think I'm zoomed in too much, but you can see it here. 10, 9, 1 second left, and it should have definitely been reply Totem winning. And they would have literally 3-0'd Zeta, and then they got reverse swept. So that's actually quite hilarious. But this is where things get too toxic. So only 1% of people can solve this. What follows? 8-4, 3-2, not qualified. I mean, you can see my ratio. I ratioed the hell out of him because I was like, oh, there's no way. Like, there's trash talk and there's rivalry, but kicking someone whilst they're down, I rarely see that in esports, to be honest, because there's just some things you don't do. You don't kick people whilst they're down. It doesn't matter unless there's like some really big personal beef. And I never thought this was like actual personal beef. But he kind of went there. He definitely stepped over the line, and we've seen a lot of hate towards Meow. We even seen Frank jumping in this morning saying classy, but it's obviously being sarcastic. Frank is a very sarcastic person. I know him kind of well, obviously I don't know him personally, but over the years of seeing Frank on social media and everything else, I thought that was quite hilarious, but no one realized Frank was being sarcastic. And Frank's always involved in the esports. He's been watching it for years and years, so we love Frank for that. Also, Tensai put in there have been some incredible players among our team members, so obviously he's saying like how was Zeta allowing, because Zeta, they're known for their class, right? Especially well, the old Zeta, Tensai, even last year Zeta were quite classy. They never really trash talk, they just did their thing. I mean, the whole community was just going crazy. Teddy, we had Ark with nearly a K likes on a reply on Brawl Stars Twitter. That is a lot for us in the community. Normally has to see a couple, like 100 likes maybe replying, but there was just so much going down. Semantic with a 1K like tweet. It's disgusting to see something like this. There was just so much going on. It was absolute chaos last night, and then we seen this kind of interaction go down here, which is I love Bobby for that. That's hilarious. That is actually hilarious. But Bobby tweets out, Meow is Rama tweeting it, by the way. So Meow and Rama are really good friends. If you guys don't know from last year, Rama was the one trash talking and saying yo and just creating some storylines. Meow puts this, which makes me believe maybe Rama is helping him cook up some tweets, and then straight away Bobby just ratios him and gives him the middle finger, which is actually hilarious to see. Again, there's even more drama. Swap t-shirts if you're not going to LCQ. Rama and Bobby, I mean, again, it maybe would have been funnier in a different context, but again, kicking people whilst they're down, I don't really know. Like, if you're kind of, I just don't know. I mean, obviously the community aren't happy about this because just look, oh, I nearly ratioed him. But there was, yeah, there's a lot of clown pictures Yeah, community's not happy, especially if you mess with NA. Expect some backfire. That's all I'm gonna say. And then this morning, well, literally an hour ago, I've seen enough. UNA were laughing at Zeta that we are NPC, and now everyone is mad. NA fans, if you get hurt by my tweets today, call an ambulance for World, because I'm not stopping there. I will end NA in the game and in Twitter. So again, I call out because Bobby called out Rama yesterday. I think he deleted some tweets, but he called him out saying that it's definitely you behind the account. So this is wild. I mean, I like the trash talk towards NA, but some of those tweets were a bit too far. So let's give you guys a little bit more context here. So of course, Bobby, we're going through a lot. You saw right here, he quote retweeted, if we were so bad, why bro keep tweeting about us? Really hope I can turn this into a documentary. But of course, he had to beat LG and Tribe, which is a big feat in itself. Like, I know Stamina are good, they finished second, but Tribe and LG are of course insane as well. It is nearly enough, well, not impossible, but the odds were very against them. And you can see here Bobby put out a tweet, but again, you can just check that on Twitter. But basically it was heartbreaking. Near enough 2k likes, a lot of people agreeing with him, giving him all the support, because he deserves it. Bobby's been through a lot. I've known Bobby since like 2018, 2019. We spoke a lot, and it is a lot of effort, hard work that goes into playing the game. You know, you literally devote your life into this, and when you play Brawl Stars for so long and put your all into everything, and it's all online, it's devastating. We saw last World Finals, like, it was pretty sad when he lost. Like, I actually had tears in my eyes, and you know, the Stamina guys were really upset, and I just gave Bobby the longest hug ever, because I know what it feels like, especially when you put your all into everything and it's your biggest dream, and you know, you might not ever get that opportunity again. That's what you always got to realize. And sadly this year they won't even get the chance to, you know, maybe even get the chance to win the World Finals. So we see here Bobby just calling out Meow. Meow is Rama tweeting, by the way. So I mean, everyone's kind of thinking that, because where is this alter ego? Meow just came out of the woodwork. So now we are just scrolling things, see if there's any more beef going down. But I mean, he doesn't really talk too much. He does a little bit. It's time for Bobby to come Mewtwo. If you don't know who Mewtwo is, Mewtwo retired this year, but Mewtwo was up and coming player. I thought he was pretty good. So I don't know, I don't really get the reference. I guess he's telling him just to retire, but still a little bit of trash talk. We see here as well, we see Rama. You were, of course, can't say that for saying it without proof, because Bobby literally called him out, but he's since deleted it. We then got some tweets from Zov. It's also a little bit more drama with a little bit of lag, but that has got sorted out. I'll see the tweet later on. But essentially, it was 2-0 to Stamina, right? And they looked pretty good. And then they just got swept out of the park. And Zar was saying that the delay was really bad for the remainder of the 3 sets. And you see here, this delay is horrible, especially for a world's deciding match. Horrible. But this is where things get a little bit probably too much, and there was too many emotions on the line. There was a lot said with Zar and whatever else, but it was known. Wait, we'll go into it after. Of course, Sans as well, he puts everything on the line. You know, this guy grinds Brawl Stars more than anybody, and Sans is absolutely goated. But of course, it's gonna kill him losing this. And then Fade as well, he's got conflicting emotions because he just got picked up by Tribe. He played absolutely insane, but it was bittersweet for him because they're some of his best friends, and he unfortunately had to beat him. I mean, fortunate for him because he locks in. Oh, I think that was already locked in LCQ, but that could have made him World Finals, but a little bit unfortunate. And then this is where things get a little bit, I don't really know. So, I mean, this is a little bit of a sus one. So we see literally the manager of Stamina. I was not sure whether to even show this, but I think as an org manager, I mean, he's put a lot of resources, times, and whatever else. I don't know the backstory behind it, but he literally is basically calling out the Brawl Star esports admins and saying something sus is going behind the scenes. So a lot of people were talking about it with the brackets and whatever else, but he's literally calling them out and saying, like, you know, something is suspicious about this, and you know, they've got to do something about it. And again, he says about lagging in brackets. He also like has another tweet about it, the lag is real. But now let me go over to the bookmarks, because I think I did bookmark this just to show you guys. Let me see if I've got it. Oh, there we go. So with Bobby, wait, did that just go? Where's it gone? I went to click on it. Right, there we go. So Bobby did actually say this is very important because, again, like there was a lot of unknown with the delay. Like that would seem a little bit suspect, right? If you're about to get into the last set, well, even the last 3 sets, and then all of a sudden you start lagging. But the place they went to, I'm not too sure what place it was. They were saying that started downloading games whilst they were playing. At least they got a refund, but that's just crazy that even happened. So I don't know what's going to happen to Stamina essentially next year. I feel like there won't probably be a partnered org anymore, because to openly just say that stuff about Brawl Esports, that, I mean, I'm no lawyer or anything, but that's probably some big defamation, slander, I don't even know, but you can't be saying that online. There's going to be repercussions for sure. Anyhow, that is a lot to digest. I appreciate you guys listening to this waffle fest, but there was a lot really going on. All in all, I think I like rivalries, I like the trash talk, but there is a line. You have to be respectful a lot of times, or else you will become the villain pretty quickly. And I would never want to be the villain, because you don't want people to hate you, right? Just be a good person at the end of the day. Don't take things too far. Don't take things too personal. Of course, there's going to be conflicting opinions everywhere. Wanted to kind of take more of a middle ground of it, but at the same time, of course, Bobby is my boy, so I've got to back him to the end. And of course, Meow did take that too far. Never kick a guy whilst it's down, and especially someone who has paved the way for literally everyone. You know, Bobby literally, I would say, is one of the people who started Brawl Esports ahead of anyone. Like, him and OG were some of the pillars of Brawl Esports, and without them, Brawl Esports would probably be nowhere. I mean, not nowhere, but nowhere near as just cool as it is now. Anyways, so that's going to be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.